Good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and we are back with Miss Medriel down in the heart of fire. Oh, and she was just at the festival. Didn't get too many things for her. I did get her this blue firefly, and got her a little silver chipmunk. They're adorable. I got her this circlet, the circlet of Lorien. Oh, looks quite good on her. Goes nicely with her Yule dress too. Although I'm thinking I want to dye the Yule dress Lorien gold because it looks quite striking in that color. You can actually look at that before you decide to dye anything. So let's go. And if you hold control, left click, you get the dressing room. And then that's a chest piece. So you could go through the list of all the different dye colors and see what something would look like in different colors. And actually this dress dyes very well in a multitude of colors. I'm not sure which version of blue that is. I don't think it's turquoise. No, definitely not turquoise, although that looks nice in turquoise, doesn't it? But there's a lot of different blues. There's ebony blue, which that isn't ebony blue either. There's sea blue. Looks good like that too. But yeah, there's a ton of different blue colors. There's a ton of different colors in general. Ooh, it looks good in steel blue. That's pretty. Alright, but that, I do believe I have some Lorien gold dyes, and it looks really nice in that. Okay, but while I'm thinking about it, she probably shouldn't be running around Moria in her festival finery, so let's put her back in her armor. Alright. But I guess the firefly can stick around. And there are 3 different colors of firefly. There's the blue one, which you see here. If you look close enough, every once in a while he flashes. There's a red one and a purple one too.
With your help, we will be ready for anything!
It is true then, this rumor that orcs are planning some great assault on us. I was afraid it was so. I do not need Bori's recommendation to know that you are an asset to our efforts here. Were it not for you, the Heart of Fire would still be sealed to us.
With your help, we will be ready for anything!
My lieutenant will tell you how best to help us with the preparations. I would trust Rink Stronghammer with my life. Ask him what should be done and make it so. We here in the Heart of Fire will stand against the orcs until the very end. And then, if all else seems lost, we will shut the door. We will only do so at the greatest need, though. Help Rink with the preparations for our defense. And the time until we must shut the door may be long put off. So basically he's saying, yeah, we'll defend this place, and if worse comes to worse, we'll shut the doors to the orcs, and they won't be able to find it because they don't know how to open the door. And here's Rink.
We can only hope that Durin's Bane sleeps deeply.
Goblins can move quickly when they want to. The filthy creatures are not very intelligent, but they can still do a lot of damage if they coordinate their attacks. If we disrupt their ability to communicate, they may be less effective at organizing a serious attack on the Heart of Fire. Scouts have reported the goblin runners are moving through the waterworks, running and swimming and creeping and crawling. If you defeat many of these runners, they will be less able to signal the timing of their attacks. The more time we have to construct barricades and other defenses, the better off we will be. Disrupting goblin communication in the waterworks will buy us this time. So he wants me to go back down to waterworks and kill those goblin runners, which we've pointed out a time or two when we were down there. You know, this, I like it, but it's annoying. So we're going to put it away. Oh, and I guess Waffy has something for us too.
We will not retreat before anyone.
There is nothing more frustrating for a skilled dwarf craftsman than having the use of a great forge such as this without enough raw material with which it can be utilized. And if there's anything more irksome than that, is the knowledge that when the orcs attack, we might not have been able to equip our people with sufficient weapons and armor. It is my understanding that you aided Lord Bosey's son in taking weapons, armor, and helm from the orcs, so that his assault on the White Hand in Moria would be victorious. You were just the right high elf for the job then. We have sent scouts throughout Moria, and they have cataloged a list of likely places to find such weapons. I will give you the catalog so you may keep track of the places you have searched for usable weapons. So, he gives us a list, and on that list, which we can barely read, it tells you where to find piles of old weapons to salvage for materials that can be smelted back down. And for some reason we are not allowed to use our goat in here, so we have to run back to the doors. Alright, so back out into the Silvertine Loads. We'll get on our goat now. And while we're heading down this way, I just want to say hello to everybody and thank you for joining me. I hope you're enjoying the content. If you are, well, leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. If you're not, well, leave me a thumbs down. Also leave me a comment. Tell me where you think I could improve. And if you want to make sure you don't miss any videos, well, consider hitting the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss anything. And thank you. And we have gotten our first set of, well, our first usable junk. Now we are close to Waterworks anyway, so we're gonna head towards there, and we'll have, I don't think we have any more piles on the way there. We'll look, but I know where plenty of them are. Heh. Yeah, he chased me. Alright, so we want to go this way. I don't think there are any others down here. I've never really looked. I'll keep an eye out on the way there. There's plenty of ore up. I still have not gone back out to work on my ore. Oh, there's a pile of weapons here. Okay, so looking paid off, we have found a second one. guess that was a hallway. It's not anymore. Looks like Dutch or Swedish. I only know a couple words of Swedish, so I can't read that, but can't read it at all if it's Dutch. Yeah, it's gotta be Dutch. Okay. Interesting. It is interesting to see all the different languages people speak in the game. I've seen Russian, I've seen Spanish, Italian, Swedish, apparently Dutch, German. A lot of different languages spoken. Of course, this is a European server, so you expect that you're not just going to see English here. Greek. I've seen Greek spoken. Now I know somewhere around here is one of our piles. Right there, where that toad just parked his butt. Oh, look, we have a worm. Excuse me. You know, I was going to leave you alone, but you had to come chase me. Alright, so there is one, at least one more here. I think there's only two down here. Just fine, because most places only have one. There it is. So we are up to 4 of them. We're halfway done already. Very good. Now let's go find some goblin runners and slay them. Okay, off our mount. We'll probably have to deal with some other things too. But we are mainly interested in our little goblin runners. Oh, that was oh, random person. Hello, random person. I hope you're enjoying the game. There's a goblin runner right there. Alright, so that's 1 down, 4 to go. There's another one there. We are probably going to get the attention of that salamander, though. Maybe we won't. Another goblin runner. That's 3. There's number 4. Now this door is the instance vehicle. Khazad went forth to discover the meaning of the strange happenings which occurred but weeks before. He has not returned, and his companions are becoming worried that something may have happened to him. And that is a 12-man raid. Filicul, which is also known as the giant turtle. We can usually find a couple of runners downstairs too, so let's go down and look. Oh, well, we're finding plenty of turtles. And throwing me around like I was a hot air balloon. Or actually, I should say helium balloon, because hot air balloons are pretty heavy. And if that turtle's throwing me around like that, yeah, I probably don't want to mess with him. Alright, none down here. So back up we go. Gabermans. Ribbit. Oh, there's one. Okay, so back towards... Actually, we can head towards the bottom wall and ride back. Excuse me. Rude. And get on a goat. At least for part of the ride. Oh, and that's the door that goes up to where all those goblins are on top of the great wheelhouse. There. That looks like we're going to do a little swimming. You know, whoever worked on the sound effects for Waterworks did a great job. It is very creepy sounding. Okay, back on our goat. At this point, we probably could have gone the other way and gone back to Rotting Cellar, but we're pretty much committed to going this way now. Khazad.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad Dum.
And that guy has a quest, but I think it involves that instance, which obviously we're not going to be doing alone. I'd like to think I'm fairly decent at the game, but even I can't do a 6-man instance by myself. I have seen people that can do it, which is pretty impressive. They're usually things like wardens, which we always like to joke. If you need a fellowship, call 5 people or call a warden. I don't know if wardens are quite that overpowered anymore, but they used to be. And let's see, where do I need to go from Rotting Cellar? I need to go back up to Deep Descent and then back up to Dolven View. Okay, so we'll be right back when I'm at Dolven View. Okay, we're back, and actually we are at Doran's Threshold because one of the piles is over here. If you go past the stairs here, right here, we have some junk. Okay. Now, we're going to be lazy. We're going to take the stable back up to... Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to be lazy. Because if I hadn't taken a long ride over to Waterworks, I wouldn't have found that one pile, and maybe there's another pile between here and Dolven View. I doubt it, but it doesn't hurt to look. I do know there's only the one pile here, so I don't think there's one down this way. At least I've never seen one. Huh. That dwarf is still being harassed by that goblin. We don't want to do that. I'm gonna go alley-oop over the side. Nope. And that one is still obsessed with finding mithril in this chamber. You would think at some point he would give up. But, you know, in the 12 years that I've played the game, he has never given up. So I guess kudos for the determination, even if it is greatly misplaced. Okay, nothing there. There's our Iron Garrison Guard, which means we are near that. We're not going to go run through the goblins to try to find these things. That is not necessary. I don't think there's one down with all the deep claws. Well, I guess we could check. We might as well. We're down here anyway. Yeah. Hush. Nope. Nothing there except a giant crack in the ground. And a deep claw that keeps fussing at me because I guess I'm disturbing his sleep or something. Pretty sure there's not one down there. I don't see anything from here. And we would see it. It would be flashing, glowing. Alright, so. Of course, that's where all the bugs were that we had to kill. Now if we go up here, maybe actually follow a path instead of try to go over the edge. Right here is another one. Now, I know where another one is. It's just getting to it. I think I have to get through that part of the castle. Yeah, hush. Okay, this way. And yep, it's down there. How do I get there? It's not from this way. Okay. Alright. Which way are we going for this one? Oh, wait. We are going this way. Okay. Let's try to hug the wall a little bit. We're gonna have to kill this guy. Yeah. You are incredibly rude, little goblin. Go away. Now I know I saw it glowing. We just have to figure out where. Okay, where are you? I'll be honest, this is the one that I always have a little more trouble finding. I know where it is, I just don't know how to get to it. Of course, we don't want to go that way because we'll fall down a deep hole and die. Oh, we might as well kill you while we're here. I would have laughed if that had gotten me my Goblin Slayer advanced. I really would have. Yep, see, it's over there. Okay. I think. We need to go this way. There it is. Okay, we found it. I just took a wrong turn at the giant statue the first time. Alright, back on our goat. We only need one more, and I happen to know for a fact that there's one near the 21st hall. I think that light on the goat actually does throw extra light. Very nice. I am not in the least a little bit complaining about that.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs
I mean,
from our kingdom.
I like that Moria is dark, but I also like to be able to see. But I won't want to turn up the brightness, and Moria is so bright that it kind of ruins the atmosphere of the game. So the fact that the goat has its own light radius is really useful. Well, actually, let's test this. Well, maybe not. Maybe that is the light radius around her. Okay. I don't know. Alright, maybe I was imagining that. It still is a nice spot. We go down this way. Go down there. And at the very end of this, before you fall off, there's our pile of old weapons. And guess what we get to do now? Go back to the Heart of Fire. So, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back again. And we're back at the Heart of Fire. So, let's talk to Waffy and Rink and tell them that we have successfully done what they asked.
Khazad's folk have not yet fully repaid for their crimes against us.
These weapons will do nicely. Not for fighting, of course, as they are very old and not in fighting condition, but for melting down over the forges of the Heart of Fire, we will get to making higher quality weapons and armor at once. You have been a great help, Medriel. Okay, so he's very pleased that we brought him some suitable materials to smelt and create new weapons with. Now, Rink will be happy too, because we have killed several of the goblin runners for him.
It is said that Durin's Bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
Good work. The goblins are surely in disarray, and will find it difficult to mount an effective attack for some time. Now, we need to talk to Strokel. Stothkel, which I've noticed that the translate does not understand what that word is.
We will stand long at the heart of fire.
I have already heard what you have done here. Excellent work in assisting with the preparations for our defense. You have my thanks, even though I start to wonder if the orcs will even dare to attack us. Yeah, don't wonder. I will tell you this right now, they absolutely will. Okay, so this 34 fate. Yeah, but I would lose a lot of vitality using that. I'll have to consider it.
Broker could surely use your help in the 21st hall.
The Heart of Fire is now ready for war, Medriel. We have begun making high-quality equipment for the defenders and strong barricades to help our position, and we owe much to your great assistance. But we absolutely cannot lose the 21st Hall. You must return to Broger in the Chamber of Leadership and render him equal assistance. The orcs will surely be caught off guard by our excellent defense. I'd wager they are confident that we will be caught unawares. Alright, so we need to head back up to the 21st Hall, and let's see. Oh, our port to the 21st Hall is available. Alright. So we're going to use it and save ourselves a little bit of time. Okay, we want to go this way. Speaking of stuff, yeah, we have to clean our bags again, as usual. While I'm thinking about it, let me go ahead and walk the circlet so I don't accidentally sell it on a selling spree. That would totally suck. Alright, Broger. I must speak to you.
I tire of this constant defense. Let us bring the fight to our enemies.
You return to us in time to help us prepare the defenses. And not just the defenses, for I will not sit here in idleness while the orcs make their own preparations. We will harry them even as we make ready to defend Zalim Malek.
We may not have much time, so go with haste.
Our defenses will be ready by the time the orcs attack, but I would feel more secure if we had more barricades. It is clear that Stothkol and the craftsmen in the Heart of Fire have their hands full making enough for their own defense. We cannot burden them further. Nay, we will need to gather iron bars and wooden slats for the construction of our own barricades. Look for these items in the flaming deeps and harass the orcs of Gashi High while you do. And this is the point where it's going to take us down to the flaming deeps. Now remember, we had a quest in Redhorn Loads that was also going to take us down to flaming deeps, which actually is a series of quests that leads to a Nazarmecum, which is where we need to head anyway to pick up some more quests. So it might take a little more time to do it this way, but we're going to head to
The time
Arkwatch.
has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
We're going to head to Arkwatch, and then we're going to head to that little camp where the Gredbig are, and then we're going to pick up that quest and follow it until we get to Nazarmecum, and then we'll help them out there. As an aside, we'll pick up our iron bars and slats. I just rode through a warg rider. Now I can't remember which way this is going to take us to go to Orc Watch. So we'll watch it. This is a very impressive hallway. I mean, when just your hallway is big enough to probably house a small town, it's pretty big. Oof. Wild cart ride. The hall of flowing water. Oh, there was another pile there. So if you had missed one somewhere else, you know that there's one at the Hall of Flowing Water. More big forges. The dwarves sure do love their forges, don't they? Another good thing about the slow stable rides, other than finding exploration spots, is the fact that if you watch them, you start to figure your way around Moria a little more. Like, I would never take that specific path between 21st Hall and Orc Watch, but that's the path that they chose, and it does give you a look at some of the different parts of Moria. Alright, so now we're here and we want to go to Audie's camp. And I do actually believe we already picked up that quest. So let's see. Moria Red Horn Loads. Find the heat source helping the Gredbig hive. Alright. So we have to head out that way and go past all the Gredbig, and there's another way down into the Red Horn Loads that isn't, not Red Horn Loads, Flaming Deeps that isn't Waterworks. This is the Red Horn Lodes. Duh. Alright. We will do that next time because that's going to take a little time to get everything done. But until then, bye for now.